Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a rainbow cut crease using the new Norvina palettes and also the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker. I wanted to throw him in there just because I'm obsessed with that palette right now. So I'm just going to be kind of using shades from all of them, kind of giving you guys a look at the new Norvina palettes. I know a lot of people probably already have them. They've been out for a little bit now, but they are so pretty, so pigmented and everything. So I really wanted to use them for this look. I hope you guys like the video, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so to get started, I'm actually going to be doing my eyes first. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. I used the Anastasia Dip Brown in soft brown, and then followed that up with the Brow Wiz by ABH as well. That is in soft brown too, and then I'm just going to set them really quick with my clear brow gel from Anastasia. ABH isn't the only brand that I like for brows, but it's just what I'm using today. Just brushing them out and setting them with this brow gel. And then I went ahead and underlined them with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral. And I went ahead and primed my eyes with that concealer too. I think I'm going to do kind of like a rainbow cut crease today, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit. And I'm going to tap out the creases that I have just because I don't set my concealer before eyeshadow. I like it better that way, but since I did my eyebrows, it kind of like set a little weird. Okay, and then I'm not really sure what palette I'm going to do. I might do like a couple different ones. I've been loving the Anastasia Norvina palettes. Norvina came out with like her own collection. Kind of like, because Anastasia is more of like a, not necessarily neutral, they definitely have some color like within their brand, but Norvina is supposed to be like more like creative and stuff. So they came out with like a little collection, so they came out with 3 palettes, and I have since gotten all 3. I'll show you them really quick. Okay, so they're in like volumes. So the first volume is number 1. This is it right here. It's kind of more of like the pinky purple palette out of like the 3. And then the packaging on these is stunning. It's like super sturdy and everything. And then there's a mirror on each one as well, which is super nice. But yeah, I'm not really sure which one is my favorite yet, but this is the first. And then the second one has like the blue packaging. That is it right there. This one is definitely more on like the blue side and like some greens throughout there, but each one has like a really nice color story, and you still get like a couple neutrals in each palette too. So I feel like they're good palettes for even beginners because you can still use them, and they're really pigmented and easy to blend out. And then the third one I actually just recently got. I've been using it for like the past week, and I love this one. This one may be my favorite, but I'm really not sure. This one probably has like the most neutrals in it. There's like some like lighter like browns and like oranges, some more like deeper browns, and there's some like pinks that are pretty like muted too, with like a couple neons throughout. But this one is probably like the more like orange one. And also this one is probably like the most versatile, just because you get like your pinks, your oranges, you do get some like blues and greens in there. And then I feel like this one, like I said, also has like the most more like neutral shades, so you can definitely do like a quick, easy look with this one too. But I definitely love all 3 palettes. They all have like the same formula and everything, and the shimmers are really good as well as the really pigmented mattes. And then I also might use a little bit of the Jawbreaker from Jeffree Star too for the look. I'm not really sure. He has some nice rainbow shades in his palettes too. So I might use like all 4 of these, or a couple, I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys know like as we go through. Okay, so I think I'm going to start just like doing the crease. The crease is what is going to be more like rainbow-y. I think I'm going to start out using the Jawbreaker, and I'll probably switch to the Anastasia ones. So first I'm going to take the yellow from the Jawbreaker palette. This shade is called Wow, and I'm using that with a Sigma tapered blending brush. This is the E35. Just kind of like a tapered, fluffy, like eye brush. And I'm just picking up that yellow. And with this one, I'm just going to place it into the crease, but keep it in the inner corner because I'm going to blend it into like the rainbow colors. I'm just going to scoot my mirror a little bit closer. I'm just going to like stamp it in there just because the shade is really pigmented and I don't really want it to get everywhere, if that makes sense. I actually might take like a smaller brush. The only problem is that like all of my little pencil brushes that I like to use for the crease are like all dirty. So I really need to clean those. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the volume 1 from Anastasia and I'm taking this shade right here. This one is A1 and I'm taking this on a Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. It's just like the brush that came in that palette. But I'm just taking a little bit of that pink one and I'm taking it on the smaller end of the brush and I'm just going to place it right in that crease as well. And then I'm going to take a Morphe M433. This is just like, it's pretty much just like that Sigma one, except it's a little bit like fatter one way and skinnier the other way, kind of more of like a paddle shape. And we go back into the Jeffree Star palette and I'm going to take this orange and then this like kind of like pinky orange color and combine them. And basically this is going to be all about just going back in and out with each color. I'm going to go back in with the yellow. And then I'm going to go in with like a purpley color. I'm going to take the Morphe M431 first. It's like just like a normal pencil brush. And with this one, I'm taking the color Gumdrop from the Jeffree Star palette, which is this purple. And that is going to blend into the color B4 from the Volume 1 palette, which is this color. It's just like a deeper kind of purple. And I'm using that same pencil brush. Okay, and then I'm going to try to have that blend into like a blue shade. We're going to see if this will work. I'm going to take the Volume 2 now, and I'm going to blend it into a little bit of B5, which is this bright blue right here. I'm just going to wipe off the blue if it doesn't turn out, but... Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go back in and just start blending each shade out a little bit towards my eyebrow, just so everything's a little bit more blended. And then to blend out the blue a little bit, I'm going to take the color Brain Freeze from the Jawbreaker palette, which is this like lighter blue. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease and see where we are at, I think. Okay, and then I am going to cut the crease with some concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape and Fair Neutral, and then the brush is the M443 from Morphe. It's like a super, super tiny guy. I'm pretty sure they have this one at Ulta. Alright, that's how it looks with the crease cut. I think I'm gonna go back after I do the other eye and maybe add some more color, but I'm gonna do the other colored crease off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back. I went ahead and finished both eyes. So what I ended up doing was I just did the same thing on the other eye, and then I outlined the crease with a little bit of this fixed line eyeliner from Ofra Cosmetics in the shade Green Vibrations. They're just like little like potted guys. This one's like a really bright green, and it was really easy to use. It just glided right on. I used that same Morphe M443 to apply it, and it applied really well. And then I just did the same colors for like the eyeliner and then just blended them together. And I think that's all I'm gonna do for the eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some eyelashes. First, I'm just gonna apply some mascara. I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I really like this one. This is actually a brand new one. I just had like the mini size and I repurchased the big one, so it's just been sitting in my collection. But that little one finally dried up and like ran out, so I'm opening this one. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit of eyeliner in my tight line. This one's from NYX. It's just their retractable black eyeliner, and I'm just gonna apply it on my top lash line. Okay, so my eyelashes are actually still drying, but I wanted to hop back on and show you what primers I'm gonna use. So first I'm taking the Smashbox Hydrating Primer. This is so good. I'm almost out of it, but I wanted to try to see if I could use it up for this month. I always change out my makeup every month in my makeup drawer. So I'm gonna try to use this guy up. Just putting this kind of like wherever I don't want to put my other primer. So the other one I'm putting more like around my nose, like wherever I get more oily really. And then this guy is from Touch in Sol. I believe they carry this guy at Ulta in like a little set, but I think you can also just get it on its website. But oh my gosh, this guy, so like he's really smoothing, kind of like a Benefit Professional or like the Makeup Forever smoothing primer, but this one is like, it's like thicker, and I feel like it's more of like a watery consistency, if that makes sense. Like it's thicker, but like when you rub it in, it feels like more like a water or like a liquid and less like silicone like that Benefit one does. But I feel like this one does a better job of keeping me matte around like my T-zone than like a pore filling one does, because this one like fills my pores at the same time but like also keeps me pretty matte. I love him. If you have like larger pores or oily skin like in the center, definitely go get him. Okay, and then now my lashes are pretty much dry, so I'm gonna apply those really quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I went ahead and got my lashes on. These are the style Midnight from Kiss. They're like the ones in like the bigger packages. I think they're a little bit more expensive like than regular Kiss lashes, but they are way better quality and I love them. I don't know, they're pretty wispy. They just kind of like add to the look. I can't wait to like take pictures of it and everything. So I'm gonna, but now I think I'm just gonna go straight into foundation. And today I'm going to take Anastasia's Luminous Foundation in the shade 110C. I've been obsessed with this foundation. I can't seem to put it down. I feel like it just like lasts really well on me. It's not like a bad decision. I feel like some days like I'll grab a foundation and then like throughout the day I'll be like, ooh, I shouldn't have worn that. And it's usually because it's either like too full coverage or it doesn't like go with the look I'm doing, if that makes any sense. I'm not really sure, but hopefully you guys get what I mean. I'm just going to put it right onto my beauty blender and I'm just going to start dotting it all over. It has a really nice coverage. It's kind of like a medium coverage when first applied. You can definitely build it up to get full coverage. I personally like it this way. As long as like redness doesn't show through. If I have like a freckle or two popping out, I don't really mind that. But I hate when like a redness shows through a lot. Like, see how well that covered up? Looks really good. And I love the finish of it. It's like not matte, but it's not super dewy. It's kind of in between. I'd say it definitely is more on the luminous side for the finish, but it's not, it doesn't feel like greasy or like it's gonna come off my face or anything. I don't know. It's just like really nice. If you guys haven't tried this foundation, definitely go get it. I've definitely heard some people with more oily skin don't love it as much, but I am more like combination skin. I'm pretty much normal to dry everywhere, more on the normal side, and then like my like right in the center, so like around my nose, and then sometimes my chin gets like more on the oily side. And then I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral to highlight and conceal with. I'm just putting this under my eyes. And then I just go ahead and blend all of that out as well with my Beauty Blender. Okay, and then to set my under eyes, I really want to try this new Anastasia powder. I just picked this up. I got the translucent one. I actually wanted the vanilla one just because it had a little bit more color into it. And I was scared of flashback with the pure white, which is supposed to be the translucent one. But I think I'm just going to try out anyway. I was going to just bake with this like under my contour today, but I think I'm going to put it under my eyes too and just see what happens. So wish me luck. So far so good. I don't think it looks white in the camera either. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm just going to set anywhere I put that concealer. Definitely am not going to set my whole face with this, just that would be crazy. And then for the rest of my face, I'm taking this Pretty Vulgar powder in Matte About It. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. Shaking a little bit of this with a flat top powder brush from e.l.f. I'm just going to stamp this everywhere else just to lightly set everything. And then I'm going to skip to my cheeks and I'll come back to my eyes and finish those off in a little bit. So I'm going to take my Morphe M177 brush. It's just kind of like a fluffy, like flat top brush. And with that brush, I'm taking this Hourglass bronzer. It's their ambient lighting bronzer and diffused bronzolite. It just looks like that. It's so pretty. I feel like it's a little bit like on the red toned side, but as long as I go light-handed, it looks really, really pretty. It looks super, like, it's like a little bit rosy, but I feel like in the wintertime, that actually like looks super pretty, you know? Just doing circular motions with this. I don't know if I'm going to really contour today, you guys, but I do always like a little bit of bronze. Alright, and then I am going to contour just a tad. I'm taking the Morphe M530 brush. It's just kind of like a smaller, like a rounded brush, and it's super like fluffy and soft. So it's really nice to like get like a precise application since it is kind of like a smaller brush, but it's still really fluffy. So it'll be really easy to like blend stuff out. And I'm just taking it at the bottom of that bronzer and putting it from the top of my ear towards the corner of my mouth and stopping right about the edge of my eye. Just about. I mean, if you go a little bit further, it's not a really huge deal. And that one was from NYX. It's their HD Blush in Taupe. It's a perfect color to contour with if you're looking to create more of like a natural shadow. If you're more like fair, light skinned with like a cooler undertone, it's really nice for that. And then for blush today, I'm going to take this one from MAC. This is a newer purchase of mine. I think it's one of like their baked blushes, but it's so pretty. It's kind of like a peachy color, like a peachy pink, and it's called Like Me, Love Me. And I'm going to take this with a Morphe M435 angled blush brush. This is what that color looks like. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to put this right on top of that bronzer, but keeping it high. I don't want it to go into that contour too much. And then for highlighter, I'm taking Champagne Pop to start out with my e.l.f. fan brush. If you know, you know. Like, this is my favorite highlighter ever. A close second would probably be the Anastasia and Amrezy collab, but since that got discontinued, I try not to use it too much for YouTube and Instagram just because you can't get it anymore. I feel like they need to make that permanent because they would sell so many more of those. It's so pretty. I'm taking that right on the forehead and blending it to my temples too, just because I like to glow all over. I know I'm not the only one. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of Estee Lauder's Heat Wave. Let me know if this is like still being sold. I know I saw it at Ulta, but then like the next time that I looked, it wasn't like on display or anything anymore, so I'm not sure if Ulta's just not carrying it anymore or if it's not being sold, but it was like just this past summer that I saw it there, so I don't know. But it is so pretty. It's probably like in my top, I don't know if I'd say top 5 highlighters, but it's definitely in my top 10. Okay, and then I'm going to take a colored eyeliner. I think I'm going to do green. This one is ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in the shade BFF. Just like a nice neon green. And I'm going to put this just right in the waterline. For my lower eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Jeffree palette again, and I'm taking this color called Soaked. It's like that dark blue. And I'm taking that on a flat definer brush from Morphe. I think this came in a set, so I'm not sure like what the number is, but it's just a flat definer brush. Just putting that right below that green. And then I'm taking a little bit of pink, really just doing that same like rainbow, but just more muted and more like a lot more blended. I'm really putting them like almost right on top of each other, but then dragging each one just a little bit further down. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that peachy pink from the Jeffree palette. And then lastly, a little bit of that yellow. And then for bottom mascara, I'm taking that same Tarte's Light Camera Lashes. And then I don't really know what I want to do for lips. Probably just like a nude, but should I do like a darker nude or... Okay, so I'm taking this Bare Minerals matte lip in the shade Extra. It's kind of like a peachy pink kind of color. I'll see if I like it with the look, I'm not really sure. What do we think, you guys? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm just gonna stick with it. And then for a gloss, I'm taking this one from ColourPop. It's called Curvy. It's the collab with Karen here on YouTube. I love ColourPop's glosses. Ugh. And then just to set everything, I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Alright you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I'm not really sure what I think of it yet. I think I like it, but I don't really know because I didn't really know what to do like after the rainbow cut crease. It's really all that I knew that I wanted to do. Everything else I was just kind of like, I don't know. So I hope you guys liked how it turned out. If you did, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit the bell to be notified for my future videos. Now that I have my focus issue figured out, I definitely will be posting a lot more, hopefully twice a week. And leave me a comment down below what other looks you guys want to see. I know sometimes I do more crazy looks, so if there's like more like a simple kind of look that you guys want to see me do, or like a certain product you want me to review, or something, anything, please let me know, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!